Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and I hope you liked that new intro. It's something different that I'm trying out that'll hopefully match my channel aesthetic a bit better and not clash with my general channel intro. But anyways, I am back with another Sims info/thoughts video. This time there's a little bit more stuff to talk about regarding the community stuff pack, and there's some info about cats and dogs, some that I missed in the last video, and some of it is new as well. So first off, we have an early look at the Clothesline object that will be in the community stuff pack, where we can hang our laundry up to dry if we'd like our Sims to be more environmentally friendly. SimGuruGram says production on the stuff pack has begun. He also confirms that clothes on the clothesline will gently sway, just like how curtains in the game already do that. Definitely a nice little detail there. I think my only concern with the clothesline is that the clothes look a little two-dimensional, just like they did in the Sims 3 version of the clothesline. Maybe that will change since this is still a work in progress, but hopefully the clothesline will at least look better than it does in the Sims 3. But other than that, it looks pretty much as I'd expect. And one other miscellaneous thing relating to stuff packs is that SimGuruGram did respond to a question about a build mode stuff pack, and he says that the stuff pack team doesn't have any build mode engineers, so look for build features in the larger packs instead. And that makes sense to me because stuff packs really aren't supposed to add a whole ton to the game. They're just little packs that add some extras to your game. Whereas with the game packs and the expansion packs, they change the game a bit more on a foundational level, and that's kind of where build mode comes in too, so I'm not really too surprised about that. With cats and dogs, one interesting point that's being talked about in the community is the inclusion of a scene in the announced trailer where two men are getting married. SimGuru Daniel responded that they were happy to do this, and that they are pre-mades in the new world of Brindleton Bay, marking the first LGBTQ couple to be included in the game. In addition, the Alexer pointed out that one of the Sims from that scene is on the box art, which I think is really cool. It's really wonderful, especially in light of last year's big Create a Sim update that made the game more open to LGBTQ Sims. I'm actually a bit surprised it took this long to include an LGBTQ couple in the promotional material for The Sims 4, but I'm glad it's finally happened. We also have a new screenshot of Create a Pet here, courtesy of SimGuru Emery. This actually came from SimGuru Emery wanting to replicate Mohammed Yasser's cat that he tweeted out to him, and just like a little comparison here. So I think it's actually really good. It definitely shows how powerful the Create a Pet is going to be. And one thing I really want to point out that I didn't notice until now is that the whiskers actually look really good on this cat. Because in the previous Sims games, the whiskers would look kind of like drawn on, but the whiskers here actually look like they have some dimension to them, which is really great. Also, thanks to SimGuru Emery, we have a couple of new screenshots of the vet career. You can see there's this shot here where we have a Sim in a bear suit trying to tend to a cat that's sick, and then there's another one in this shot here, and the cat is here very angry, clearly, and has coughed up a hairball, it looks like. So, looks like things are not always going to go very smoothly in this new career. I'm really looking forward to learning more about it. And now to show you something that will make Homer Simpson very terrified. They're dogs, and they're playing Don't Wake the Llama? Yeah, in a parody of the Friend in Need painting, they decided to include this in the expansion pack. I actually was a little bit confused because I briefly saw it in the trailer, but since it went by so fast, I was confused as to whether that was an actual gameplay thing that was going on or if it was something else. And yeah, thankfully it is a painting, so no need to get really scared. SimGuru JM confirmed that fish stands will be a thing in Brindleton Bay. And while that is a small detail, I think that is really cool, that they are keeping things in mind that really go well with the new world and not just strictly about the cats and dogs. And it can really help with owning a cat as well too, if you really want to treat your cat to a fish from the fish stand, I guess. One interesting detail that SimGuru Jill confirmed is that foxes and their doggy-natured ways can swim in pools. With raccoons though, being cats, they prefer not to. So this basically confirms my own speculation that, yeah, foxes are basically dogs and raccoons are basically cats, and that's how we're able to create them and create a pet. However, they're not going to exactly be like cats and dogs, which is a relief. Hopefully, at the very least, they won't bark and meow, because that would be super awkward. There's also a couple of build mode related tweets that I'd like to bring up from SimGuru Houts. So in response to a question where someone asked if we'll ever be able to have mixed lots, like for example, a lot that works both as residential and community, SimGuru Houts said that it's not something that they're currently tackling, but it's definitely something that would be fun and useful to add in at some point. And I definitely agree with SimGuru Houts here. That's definitely something that would benefit the game a lot. I know one complaint against the retail system with Get to Work is that you're not able to run a business directly from home like you could in The Sims 2. And if we could have mixed lots, then that problem would be solved. SimGuru Houts also expressed interest in doing spiral stairs and ladders, but the challenge is finding a pack where they can fit it in without having to cut other features. That I find to be very interesting. I actually think spiral stairs and ladders would fit very well into cats and dogs. Like I've said before, spiral stairs and pets actually made their debut in the series together at the same time in The Sims Unleashed. And I do think spiral stairs would fit like the general marine atmosphere that also has a bit of old country style to it, like in Brindleton Bay. And ladders I think would also fit. Ladders were in Island Paradise, which revolved around boats. Even though I very, very highly doubt we're getting houseboats in Cats and Dogs, I think ladders would still fit into like old country homes in Brindleton Bay, where you would like go up to an attic or something. And it would be interesting if ladders came in both acute angles and just straight up angles. That was actually something that someone actually suggested in one of the comment sections of my previous Sims info/thoughts videos. So I definitely love to see that be implemented into the game. It'd be a nice way of not just bringing back an old feature, but expanding upon it. But the whole part about trying to fit in build features without having to cut other features I find interesting too, because I feel like for the past maybe 2 years, the game has been, in my opinion, very biased towards storytellers and create a sim, and then build mode is kind of just left in the dust. There haven't really been any major build additions in the past 2 years except for law traits, I guess, but even those don't really do too much. Most of them are just like buffs and emotional influencers. There's like a few cool ones like the Quake Zone, but other than that I feel like not even those brought much to the table, so I'm glad that's at least being broken for a little bit with Cats and Dogs, where we're going to be getting octagonal roofs and others too, it seems. I've been begging for new stair types specifically for quite a while now, like spiral stairs, ladders, escalators, maybe even like moving sidewalks and things like that. Even corner stairs, L-shaped stairs, shaped stairs that form the alphabet, I don't know. I just feel like it's silly that we've gone 3 years with just the same standard stairs, so hopefully in 2018 there will be a little bit more focus on build mode. I think that's well overdue. And hey, if Seasons ends up being the next expansion pack, then I can imagine that happening, because then they'll probably expand pools. And that wraps up another Sims info/thoughts video. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of the Clothesline from what we've seen so far anyways for the community stuff pack, as well as the new information on Cats and Dogs. Be sure to stick around for more news and other fun stuff on The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!